Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. We're just getting ready for our Urban Flow class. That's here going to start at 12 o'clock, so about 5 minutes or so. If you're still getting your things set up and just joining. Yeah, I'm here on the live chat, so if anybody wants to say hey, I'll see that you're here. It's nice to practice with you. It's nice to know who we're practicing with on the live, so let me know. All right, let's see here. Okay, Sue, good morning. Hi, Alberto. Good afternoon as well. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles, everybody. It's January 14th, and I think they're saying definitely in the 80s, could get even to the 90s, which is just wild. So it's nice to feel that heat and the sun, and we'll have a nice kind of outdoor hot yoga practice today. And hopefully, wherever you are, your space is warming up. I know there's been many different ideas and techniques and ways that we've tried to heat our spaces up, and fortunately here in Southern California, when it's nice like this outside, it's a good place to get a sweat. And remember, if you guys ever have any questions about your practice or anything that you're feeling, experiencing, going through, you're welcome to email me, Joe K at urban728yoga.com. And you can also reach out to us on Instagram, which is at urban728yoga, or my personal Instagram is at reach out, share your practice, or ask questions about your practice or something that you're feeling. Or, of course, there's always room to expand the breath of the practice. And so, if you're curious more about technique and breathing, or what you're feeling and how you're breathing, please reach out. It's a nice way and to continue to evolve your practice, and when it comes from your curiosity, that's the best place for it to come from. So you're landing on the mat, you're definitely investing yourself in this time to explore your body and explore your mind. So if those things come up, send them over. All right, let's go ahead and get set on to our backs. And we're going to start in Shavasana today. I hope you guys can all hear me okay. It's looking good on my end, so I guess Kimberly would have told me if otherwise. So, Stace, I think you're also there at the studio, so I hope you guys have a beautiful practice today. A great practice. And if you're interested or just dying to get into the heat and you're in LA, give us a message and come try one of our digital private sessions where you have the room all to yourself during this time, and you can do one of these classes in the hot room. And I think it's obviously been almost a year since this all started, and I don't know that you can remember exactly. I think we remember what the practice feels like in the hot room, but our bodies and everything, we normalize things, and yet so when you get back into the hot room, it's an absolute wonderful thing for that sweat. When you're feeling comfortable, know that that is available to you. On your back, and your legs stretch out long, arms by your sides with your palms facing up. And take a moment and connect into everybody that is sharing this practice today, whether it's in real time or on your time when your schedule permits. That's something that is a definite bonus, is to be able to do these classes based on your schedule. As you land, take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out of the mouth. As we guide ourselves and by our breath for the next hour. An hour is a long time. And if you don't believe me, just remember a time you've been on a road trip and you're like, oh, we only have an hour is a long time. And so I encourage you to bless yourself with the length of time and to expand and move through your relationship of time and when you're on your mat. And hopefully it slows down for you. On your next inhale, reach your arms over your head. You can hook your thumbs and reach out through your wrists. Feel your shoulders tighten. It's flexion in your shoulders, and then belly comes in. You're rooting the belly in, and you can go a little bit deeper through the core as you exhale. And tighten your belly up even more. Feel it. Whew. Yeah, that's without even doing a sit-up or anything. Feel the belly, draw your legs together, and then use that belly, bring your knees into your chest. Hands come down around onto your shins, and a nice. You might feel good. Make a few butterfly circles with your knees. Take them out. In. And then change the direction to come in, and then roll them back out. 3 to 5. Some days you wake up and you feel a very clear discrepancy, one side of the body versus the other. Let's explore happy babies through the inner thighs and reach up, grab for the outsides of your feet. If that's too much and your head and shoulders are lifting and your low back is lifting, then grab onto your ankles, or your hands can be on your shins, anywhere below your knees. And let the space expand. Close the eyes. Take 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, please. And at the end of this exhale, bring your knees back together. And then draw yourself back in. This time, forehead up to the knees, so your head is lifting. And then let's go ahead and rock up. Roll over onto your left side. And we'll turn around, come into a tabletop facing on the top of your mat. And plug into your hands, knees, ground with your belly. Just means draw your belly in and feel a grounding action which supports you in awakening through your upper back today. And your inhale, tuck your toes. Feel the inner thighs. Suck the inner thighs up and let that lift your knees off the mat an inch or two. So I'm drawing the inner thighs up, low belly in, and it's just hovering the knees an inch or two. That from a space where we're not gripping with the outer hips. And elongate through your breath. Together here, take a nice big inhale. And with your lips sealed, straighten your legs, lift your bum, and come into a downward facing dog. And you'll feel all these desires perhaps and to fidget or to move the body a bit in your down dog as the sensations start to reveal themselves, and from your hands all the way down to your feet. So go ahead and let yourself make those movements and connect clearly into your breath again with your lips sealed, and your inhale through the nose and your exhale and through the nose as well. You begin to stabilize your downward facing dog. Inner thighs are lifting up. And so therefore I'm grounding. I'm feeling the connection to the ground and beneath the feet. So the inner thighs can draw up. The low belly can come in. And as you turn the armpits in towards the chest, that's going to externally rotate your arms and embrace the strength through your upper back. Now you're working in your down dog, but breathing to support that work, the foundation and the connection. Let's go together. Inhale forward to plank pose. And as you exhale and draw back, downward facing dog. Nice and light. Inhale forward to plank pose. And exhale, draw yourself back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale forward to plank pose. And exhale, draw yourself back, downward facing dog. And bring your big toes together. Lift your heels up and bend your knees. Take 2 big steps to the top of the mat, please. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Have a great practice, everyone. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, feel the back body. Plant the hands, 2 big steps back into your high plank. And keep your gaze extended forward. As you exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway down. And then bring your belly all the way to the ground. Untuck the toes, soft landings. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, lower your chest back down. Curl the toes, lift the knees, push up plank. And exhale takes you back into a downward facing dog. And there's something so beautiful about building a confidence in the breath, and it makes you feel like you know exactly where you're going, even though you have no idea where you're going next. And feel that sense. It's like a sixth sense in your breath, and the confidence, and to feel as though you know exactly where you're going, even though you have no idea where you're going. Right? All you need is 3 seconds, and you can make these mindful adjustments all the way through. And bring your big toes together, lift your heels. Exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, 2 big steps back into your high plank, high push up. Keep your gaze stretched out in front. Bend the arms, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. And feel your legs lift the inner thighs. And stay with that ground. Draw the strength in through your belly and wrap your armpits into your chest. All right, as you feel here, you could take this in, you can take this out. You can simply connect to your breath. If you hear anything throughout this experience, let it be the reminders to breathe. Right? Everything else is a total bonus, and we can work that out in repetition. You mindfully bring your big toes together. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, little hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, look up. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And plant, you can step or shoot the legs back, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And so when you do that little jump back, you're landing with your toes tucked, and you're landing with your arms bent. And your core is going to engage. The exhale is going to support that. Then let's inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Keep the arms straight. Inhale, kick back high. Exhale, knee to your nose, arms straight. Inhale, kick back high. And exhale, knee to nose, step your right foot through. Bend your left leg, step your left foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And as we exhale, forward fold. Stay here, take a deep breath in. Interlace the fingers behind the head. And turn the elbows around your ears, even weight grounding through both feet. And feel the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders. And on the exhale, release your hands to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back to lunge. And bend into your right leg. You're feeling into your right hip crease today. In your lunge with your hands on the ground, steady your gaze to the top edge of your mat. Let's take 3 breaths here, no rush. Feel the elongated breath on the inhalation and slowing, dropping in a little bit deeper to your practice on the exhalation. One more round, and at the exhale, set your hands flat. Use the ground, belly in, slide your right leg back, kick it up, 3-legged dog where we started, and then open your right hip. And so the pelvis remains, right, all in line. As you stack the right hip on top of the left hip, roll your right armpit down. And so if my gaze is going to fall back to the left knee, and then lift your right knee a little bit higher. And feel the connection to your breath. Draw inhale. And as you exhale, square, step back into a down dog, looking at your right foot. Roll to the outer edge of it. Stack your left leg on top, look at your right hand, and then float your left arm up in side plank. You know we love to work the side plank. In great pose, connecting to our center and drawing stability, strength, and lightness through our minds. Take your gaze up today with your legs together. And breathe into your body. And as you exhale, bring your gaze and left hand down. Elbows turn in, bend the arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Feel the breath as you continue to awaken. You'll feel that space of your center expand. And so you'll be encompassing more draw, more lightness. Right foot down, inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose, arms straight. Inhale, kick back up high. Exhale, knee to your nose, arms straight. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, knee to your nose, step your left foot all the way through. Bend your right leg, step your right foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Remain here, hands on the back of the head. And notice how the weight wants to move around your feet. And bring even weight into your heels and then into the balls of your feet, elbows around your ears. Feel the head, neck, and the shoulders today. And if your breath is really long and stretched out, that is wonderful. Beautiful practice. Bring your hands back to the ground. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, step your right foot back to lunge. Keep your hands on the ground. Let's feel it out into the left hip crease. And gaze steady at the top edge of your mat. And with your back toes tucked, and you'll feel that the elongation from your inner thigh. Kick through your inner heel. Draw with your belly. Breathe in through your nose and out. And feel so rooted, so grounded through the exhale. Set your hands flat. And then inhale, slide your left leg back, kick it up where we started. Open your left hip and keep your pelvis in line so your left hip stacks over your right hip. And then we're turning the left armpit down. And the gaze is to the right knee. And you're breathing here into the body. Breathe into the sensation. That's what it means. Feel something and then breathe into it. Obviously, it's really not logical to breathe out of the body. And so it's just saying find the sensation and then breathe into it. And turn your hips square. Step your left foot down to the ground in your dog. Look at it. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Look at your left hand. Stack your right leg. And then nice and easy, it's a side plank. And with your legs together today, and draw that zipper through your midline. And our gaze can go straight up. Beautiful. Keep your breaths nice and long. See what you feel. Direct focus that is pertinent and through your practice. As you keep your breaths long, bring your gaze and right hand down. Set firmly. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. And it's like we got a new body in the first 10 minutes of our practice. Spread your fingertips apart. And then you can start to play once you've got the flow. It's like turning on a switch. And now all you do is consistently apply the breath and then let the flow take you and throughout the rest of the adventure. Bring your big toes together. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees. Exhale, walk or hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms face. Exhale, sit down into a chair. Inhale, stand up, legs straight. And then your right arm comes down, reach up and over to the right, side bend. Inhale, both arms up, square yourself. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, stand up. Left arm by your sides and side bend to the left. Inhale, rise, both arms up. Exhale, bend your legs, sit into your chair. Inhale, stand up, look up. Belly in, exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or shoot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do it again. Big toes together. Spread the fingers, lift the heels. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Now you're feeling it. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, breath control. Exhale, plant, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in, tailbone high. Draw with your low belly. Exhale, step your right foot through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. And exhale, come into your warrior two. Inhale to reverse your back. Windmill your hands down to the ground. Pivot, kick your right leg back, three-legged dog. And then exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. And as you exhale this time, bow and cross your right ankle behind your left and pinky toes meet. Okay, let's open the chest, hands behind the low back. And chin to your chest, weight into your heels, take an inhale. And head down, exhale, reach your knuckles up. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly bring your hands down to the ground. Right foot back inside your left foot. Big step back with your left foot to lunge. Left hand flat, reach your right arm up, lunge, twist. Kick through your back heel. Okay, keep awakening, draw your heart center through so your upper back is engaged. And bring your gaze and right hand down to the ground. And step back or kick back, Chaturanga, elbows turned in. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Feel your tailbone high, stay with me. Inner thighs lift. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, pivot your back heel down, warrior two. Great. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot your back heel high, kick your left leg back, three-legged dog. Big step, left foot all the way through, right foot steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Left ankle behind your right ankle, pinky toes meet. Feel your balance, inner thighs. And chin down, hands behind your low back. And it's a little balance, a little strength, and a little lightness. Physically, mentally, emotionally, reach your knuckles up. Breathe in. Notice if you're resisting the fold. Keep your navel drawing in. Bring your hands back to the ground. Left foot inside your right foot. Right foot, big step back to lunge. Right hand down, twist. Reach your left arm up. And bring it more length and more strength. Those inhales, nice and long. Nice. Bring your gaze and left hand down. And step or shoot back. Chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll or step over your toes, downward facing dog. And together, let's inhale forward to plank. Exhale, 10 yogi push-ups. 1, you can use the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press it back, downward facing dog. Keep your lips sealed. Feel that prana. Feel the effect of the flow. And you challenge yourself a little bit to your physical edge, and you're going to receive that spaciousness mentally and emotionally. So stay with it, lips sealed. And technique in the breath control. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. And feel the hands, big toes together. Lift your heels, load the spring. Exhale, walker, hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, chair pose. Bend your legs, reach your arms up. And keep your belly drawn. Sweep your right arm back, turn your gaze to the right. Inhale your right arm forward and up. Exhale, left arm back, turn your gaze to the left. Inhale, left arm back up. And exhale, rise, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, bow through your midline, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. And exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Slide it down to your right wrist. Keep the arm straight, up to the elbow, down to the wrist, up for 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up, kick it back, 3-legged dog. Big step, right foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, arms up, reach. Exhale, arms by your sides, chest over your right knee. Left heel down. Flip your front palm, exalt your warrior 2. Stay here with your lunge. Left fingertips are lightly crawling down your left leg. Breathe up your right side body. I know you want to go there. We're going to get there. Stay with me in the lunge. And now go ahead and straighten your front leg. You're talking a matter of a breath, which can feel like a lifetime, which is beautiful for our minds. And both legs straight. Reaching up, reaching back. Feel your back heel plug in. Rise up with length in your spine. Warrior 2 arms. And then come back into it. Warrior 2 legs. And look out over your right wrist. Little lift to the chin. Breathe in. And windmill your hands down. Plant. Pivot back, heel high. Kick back and lower. Chaturanga. And keep those hands firm in up dog. And exhale. Lift your hips and downward facing dog. One breath. Belly draws as you exhale. Following inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. And slide it down to your wrist. And bring it up to your elbow. Slide it down. And bring it up for 3, 2, 1. And kick it back. Inhale. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides, chest over your knee. Inhale, right arm forward, let that draw you back. Heel down, warrior 2. Stay with your lunge, flip your left palm, and inhale to exalt your warrior. As we get the weight to the outer edge of your right foot, fingertips. And stay with me, keep the belly in, tailbone down if the front of your hips are tight, and keep rolling your bum under. And then press the mat away, straighten your front leg. The idea is that you're moving through something beautiful, unique, and that you've never felt before every single day. That's it. Each breath is unique. Come on back up. Warrior 2 arms. Bend your front leg. Warrior 2. Look out over your left wrist. And you notice if the chest wants to come forward, heart center stacks back over your tail. Take a breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot your back heel high, step or kick back, chaturanga flow. Stay firm through your hands in up dog. And exhale, lift your hips in downward facing dog. So we're not dumping the weight into the wrist, claw the mat with your fingertips. Right? When you get this connection muscular through your body and from your hands, forearms, biceps, triceps, deltoids, and your shoulders, and your upper back, rhomboids, all of that connecting into your belly. And then we start to get light, then your practice is opening up in the transitions and the floats. Big toes together. Test it here. Lift your heels, load the spring, jump off the trampoline, and then land back in your down dog. Lift the heels, load the spring, jump off the trampoline, and then land back in your down dog. Let's do it again. Heels up. Bend the knees, load the spring, jump off the trampoline, and then land back into your downward facing dog. And so some donkey kicks, wrap your elbows in. Don't worry, that's what you just did. We're not going to do them. You've already done them. Take an inhale and take an exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up, point your toes. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. And straighten your front leg out. Walk your hands back on the mat a little bit. And so we're going to go vertical line from your shoulders down through your wrists, and then working your front leg straight, lift your back heel higher. If your front leg goes straight easily, pivot your back heel down, cut your outer right hip back, and then reach your chest forward, forehead down the shin. And connect to your breath in. Connect to your breath out. Notice if your inhale has gotten short, make it longer. Pivot your back heel high, bend your front leg. Left hand down, lunge, twist, reach your right arm up. And see if you're falling off into that left hand, and ground the weight evenly and through the ball and the heel of your right foot. So you're going to keep your left hand down. Right arm is reaching up, look down to the ground, and then rock and step left foot next to your right foot. Left elbow cuts outside your right thigh, and bring your right hand to your left hand. And so that should take you deeper into the rotation of your spine because your legs are already set. You're not fighting with your legs like you normally do in Parivrtta Utkatasana. So feel that in your back. Breathe into the twist. Stay for one more exhale. Beauty. On your inhale, center and reach all the way up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Root those hands, elbows in, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And together, inhale, left leg up, put those toes on point. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through and straighten your front leg. Walk your hands back a little bit on your mat. One vertical line, shoulder, elbow down to your wrist. Back heel high if you're working that front leg straight. Once that leg is straight, turn your back heel down, cut your outer left back, chest forward, and then chin down the shin. If you're in any posture and your inhale is getting short, your practice is to keep it long, long, long. See, that's where we find in the peace, the bliss, the joy, even when we're challenged or challenging in ourselves and through the body alignment and the posture. And something revealed, something that is the nothingness, and where you let go of your attachments, that's where the happiness is, right? That's when you're sitting in the lounge chair and with your pina colada or virgin pina colada on the beach, and you're like, man, this is wonderful right now. Pivot your back heel high, bend into your front leg, and your right hand is set. Twist, reach your left arm up. And feel your lunge twist, right? Setting that left leg, take your gaze down, bend your right knee, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Right elbow goes outside your left thigh, left hand to your right. It's going to feel different. I don't care if you've done this pose 10,000 times and how we just came into it, and you're going to feel it deeper and through your exhale and rotate through your rib cage. And feel that set. You're not fighting in your legs. It's so wonderful. As you inhale, square, rise, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. This lets you take flight. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands firm, hand step or jump. Woohoo! Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And so that was a lightness. What just happened for me, that was a lightness that I've never felt before. So clearly we're going for it. And breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. And big toes together, lift your heels up. Load the spring, exhale, walker, hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, interlace the fingers on top, and release the index, side bend to the right. And so how can I explain? Through my own personal experience, right? That's the prana, right? When you get hit with something and a feeling that you've never felt, a lightness, that's the prana. I'm talking, I've never felt that lightness, ever, in all of any yoga classes, ever. And draw it into your breath. Inhale up to center. And exhale, side bend to the left. And connect to your ground. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your right knee up in front. Open your arms out into a T. So the left hand is going to reach forward and the right hand is going to reach back. This is coming from the strength in the upper back. So feel your right knee, keep it in front. And as you stand tall, open up the hands a little bit wider. And as we slowly bring the right arm down, forward, both arms come up. Step your right foot down. Lift your left knee in front. And then kick your left leg back as you scoop your belly, hands to your heart, and then step your left foot back into a warrior one leg. Put the weight into the back heel. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, back heel high, kick back, flow, chaturanga. Tops of the feet down, inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And big toes together. Load your spring, bend your knees, exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, the beautiful exchange, hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift your left knee in front of you. Right, so this requires the ability to flex in your hips. Reach your right arm forward, stretch your left arm back. And keep your left knee in front of your hip and stand tall through your right leg. Feel the strength in your upper back. Opening up the hands a little bit wider. And bring your left arm down. Forward square, reach both arms up. Yes, step your left foot to the mat. Inhale, your right knee lifts. And scoop the belly, kick back, hands to your heart. Softly land, right foot down, foot on a 45. Front leg bent, inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands down, back heel high. Kick back and flow, elbows in, protect those shoulders. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feet can go out a little bit wider, even as wide as your mat. And let your chest take a dive. Two more breaths in this wide dog. And we are getting into that hip flexion. So now with the feet wide, walk your hands back, turn your big toes out. Whew. And then sit down. Yeah, it's tight for me. Sit down, let your legs bend. And hands to your heart, elbows to your inner thighs. Feeling. If this one makes you want to jump off your mat like it does me, right? Especially if you're feeling the discrepancy in one hip versus the other, and let the exhale support you in settling, softening, and letting the body receive the space. And 3 more breaths. And go ahead and bring your hands down, weight into the heels, lift your bum slowly, and feel your legs catch the release. Heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale to lift halfway, should feel open through the back. It's all connected. Exhale, take a bow forward, fold. Inhale, rise, receive, and reach your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, take a step forward onto your right foot, and lift your left leg and come into toppling tree. Right, so we've done all the variations. Now bring your left hand down onto the ground and reach your right arm up and stack your right shoulder on top. And lift through your inner right thigh. Press down through the ball of your right foot so your quadricep is engaged. And you bring your gaze down, curl your left heel in, and then grab for the inside of your left foot, ankle, or shin. As you firm into your right foot, now we can rise. Reach your left arm all the way up. Nice work. Keep your belly drawn. Bring your left knee through. Both arms reach up to the sky. Left ankle to your right thigh, figure 4, and then sit down into your chair. Hey, we're going to see. Sit down. And then twist left elbow into the sole of your left foot. If not, it's on the inner ankle. If so, keep your outer right hip drawn in, lift through the back of your heart, and then turn your gaze to your fingertips. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, rise, stand, and bring your left foot down, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. It's down dog in space as we jump out. Exhale, forward fold. You're in the middle of the mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Palms ground, legs straight, down dog in space. Chaturanga, bend the arms. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You got it. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, big step, right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down and stay low in your lunge. Walk your hands out over the top left corner of your mat. Feels good when you elongate your inhale at any point in the sequence. And walk your hands back, frame your right foot, pivot your back heel high, and step your right foot back into a downward facing dog. And revealing the depth in your downward facing dog, take an inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. And feet stay together, back of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step forward onto your left foot. Roll off your right toes. And as you hinge, toppling tree. And you've done all variations. Take your right hand down. And you could always use a block as you reach your left arm up. And kick through your heels. Make sure you feel the ground from the ball of your left foot. And so your quadricep is working. And feel the space out of your low back. Look down, curl your right heel in. Reach back with your left hand. Okay, push into your left foot, heel side, and then rise. That'll float you up. Nice and easy. You've certainly evolved in that transition and since the beginning of quarantine. As your body continues to open, take deeper breaths. And you bring your right knee through, reach both arms up to the sky. Right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4, and then sit down, figure 4 chair. And bum goes back. And let's play as we twist right elbow to the sole of your right foot. If not, place it on the inner ankle. If so, palms together, and then turn your gaze over to your fingertips. As you lift your heart, breathe. Inhale, bring your arms back, square, reach up. And exhale, stand up, step your right foot down, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up, legs straight. Down dog in space. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. We're in the middle of the mat. Plant the hands, pop the hips, legs straight, land chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Crawl your hands out over the top right corner of your mat. Put your knees on spread. Knees on spread, tailbone drops down, and your head can be in between your biceps. And lengthen your breath in this version of humble warrior without the bind. Let it feel good. Walk your hands back. Pivot your back heel high and step back into your downward facing dog. And big toes towards one another. And you drop your chest deep in your down dog. Elbows wrap so you're not dumping the weight into your shoulders. Feel it in your breath. Option to step, hop, or float into your crow pose. Lift your heels up. Okay, if you step, you walk your feet forward, knees into the backs of your arms. Turn your elbows in. And you're in your crow breathing. Right? Jumping, landing the knees above the elbows. And then working it out. Knees up the arms. Stay in your crow, gaze is just beyond the top edge of your mat. Notice the bum is aligned over the elbows. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring your feet down, lift your butt up, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, fold in nice and deep. Inhale, rise, circle, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, and your right arm comes down. Grab the inside of your right foot, ankle or shin. We'll set up a standing back bend, dancer's pose. So if the knee wants to flare out, and draw the knee down, okay, pointing below the hip, and turning the foot out, kick into the hand, and then start to create the backward bend. And the left arm is reaching up. Okay, this is extending your spine. This is an adrenaline rush as you support from the ground, left leg strong. And you want to elongate and lift out of the low back. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise slowly. Right foot down, right arm up. Look up, take an inhale. And exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, feel release. Listen, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back, high plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Look at your right hand, step your left foot behind your right. And then open up your chest and reach your left arm over your head, little rock star. And if you're really feeling it in your bottom stability and less weight dumping down through the shoulder, more strength in the back. And bend your right leg, pivot, come back around into your high plank. Elbows in, bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Stay with those firm hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a breath in through your nose. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot through and soften your back knee down. Let's go for the half splits today. If yours easy in your body, full splits, or if you're nearing that practice of the full splits, you can work that. Otherwise, hips remain stacked over your left knee, right toes drawing back towards belly in, and enough there. Breathe into the hamstring sensation. So essentially this right leg being straight, take your left hand, grab the outside of your right foot. If you're in the full splits, bring it back to half splits. Tuck your back toes, lift off your back knee, pivot your back heel down, and then look, you just picked your right foot up off the ground. Whoop. Kick out into the hand. Hey, you could always look at the top of your right hand once again. And you've done several iterations. Don't wear out your shoulders. Beauty. Bend your right leg, pivot on your left toes, kick back, three-legged dog pose. And then step your right foot back into your down dog. Wonderful. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Once again, you can step it into crow, walk the feet forward. And you can play with jumping or floating into your crow, soft landing. Lift the heels and exhale. And breathe in your crow. Hips over your elbows all day. Claw the mat with your fingertips. Steady gaze. And then we softly bring the feet down to the ground, lift the bum up, and forward fold. You're in the middle of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Awesome. Exhale, fold. Take it up. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up. Left hand down. Scoop up the inside of your left foot, ankle or shin. And creating a standing backward bend. Okay, the knee wants to go out. Draw the knee back in, pointing straight down. And then kick the foot out into the hand. And that's going to keep you nice and square on your standing leg. And to support you as you root, lift, and lengthen out of your low spine through the back bend, breathe. On your inhale, rise slowly. Left foot down, both arms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Crawl the hands forward, step the feet back, big toes together. And go to the outer edge of your left foot. Step your right foot behind your left leg. Look at the back of your left hand. Press your hips out. And then reach your right arm up and over. And gaze can follow once you feel the strength supporting you through your upper back. Then you're not over rotating in your left shoulder here. And it's all good when you keep your breath nice and long. And that inhalation, absorb the peace. In centered space on the exhalation, bend your left knee. Look down, pivot, come back around, and press back into your down dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, step your left foot through. Soften your right knee down, and half splits, please. And so hips stay stacked over your right knee. And draw your outer left hip down, and draw your toes back towards your shin. If you're working, if you're getting there on your full splits, you are more than welcome. So good. Absorb, feel the benefits of your flow. To half splits if you're in full. Right hand outside your left foot. As we plant the left palm, tuck your back toes, and then pivot your back heel down like a warrior two back foot. And then my left foot, it lifts right off the mat. Kick out into the hand. Look at the back of your left hand, more support in the shoulder. And breathe, bend your left knee, pivot on your right toes. And kick back, bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet down, inhale, up dog, shoulders down. Exhale, scoop the belly, feel your legs. Downward facing dog, excellent job. Let's take 3 breaths together here, in through the nose. And open the mouth, exhale, sigh. 2 more, in through the nose. 1 more, in through the nose. Awesome. Come down onto your knees, please, and sit onto your heels. Now is a great time. If you want a little sip of water, you are welcome to it. If you want to sit with your shoulders on top of the hips with your eyes closed, catch a little in stillness for a few breaths. Feel your body. We're so good at the perpetual cycles of movement, and yoga is so good at presenting us the opportunities and to really be in the stillness of our bodies, the calm and the peace in our minds, those moments. That's what happiness is, and we just got to catch them and notice them when they're sitting right in front of us. Open your eyes if you're sitting. Crawl your knees forward, knees together. Separate your feet apart. Roll your calf muscles out with your hands, your thumbs, and then sit down. And so your hips are inside your heels. All right, we want the pelvis. So like there's bricks on your thighs and your pelvis is going straight down. And once your bum can touch the ground, then you can start to walk the hands back behind you. And keeping your bum heavy. Okay, you want to avoid, right, this lift, scoop, and recline. Keep the hips heavy, and then you can recline slowly. And so we keep this traveling in through the thighs and the hip flexors. We talked about those earlier. Okay, you were flexing them, now you're extending them. If you're on your elbows, your neck can go in line with the rest of your spine. If you're all the way down on your shoulders, your head can go all the way down onto the mat. If you're not on the elbows like me, then you want to keep your chin close to your chest. Down below your lower spine is your sacrum. Your sacrum really likes to pack it all in. So as you feel this posture, you can almost visualize through the feeling the triangular bone of the sacrum. You feel it's just above your tailbone, and then it's traveling out in the diamond shape up. You draw your belly in, and from your shoulders back to your elbows, elbows to your hands, and everybody head above your heart. And if you hear these things in your yoga practice and you're like, I don't know what the sacrum is, go on the Google, search sacrum, right? Look it up and get a visual. And then you got it, bring it back with you into your practice. Walk your hands forward and draw your belly in. Slowly start to lift your hips. Oh, you might feel that in your knees. You stretch your left leg back, tuck your toes. Strong arms, stretch your right leg back, tuck your toes. We are in plank pose. A plank that is revealed. A spine that is neutral and with a lot of support in your legs, in your belly, in your chest, in your back, in your shoulders. Make sure your breath is still long. Lengthen your inhale. And go slow motion. Lift your tailbone first. Lift your tailbone first. Press your hips back. Come into a downward facing dog. As you draw your inner thighs up. Belly in. And armpits into your chest. Take a breath in. On your next exhale, left knee to the outside of your left wrist. angle your left shin, and we'll set up a single-legged pigeon. Right knee back, toes pointed. If you're not sure, look back. You want the top of your right foot. Okay, that could take you a little bit deeper if you firm the top of your right foot into the mat, into the feeling and sensation in your outer left hip. And then you're welcome to crawl your hands forward. And then bring your chest, your chin, your forehead down to the ground. And take 3 more breaths here in pigeon. And crawl your hands back in. And curl your back toes, connect to your belly. And lift your tailbone first. Step back into a down dog. And right knee to your right wrist outside. Set your shin. Single-legged pigeon. Left toes slide back. And hips relatively square. And then as we inhale, we can stretch the arms out in front. Use the top of your back foot, gets you a little deeper into the opening of your outer right hip. And come down onto your head, chest, and chin. Please allow this idea that any of it is supposed to be easy by. The expectation that life or a yoga pose or this practice as a whole is going to be easy, right, is just that. And it's an expectation, it's an illusion, it's an idea. It's a figment of our imagination. Remember, we started this practice and I was saying all we really need is that pocket of 3 seconds in connecting to our breath, and so that we can be in that mindful space, right? The adjustments, and we'll literally play. And then we hover, and we adapt, and we tune in, and we connect, and we feel each other, and it's important that we feel each other. It's not all about me. It's not all about you. Let's feel each other and support each other. In your inhale, walk your hands back in. Feel your navel draw up. Tuck your back toes. Lift your tailbone first. And come back into your downward facing dog. Excellent. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Come down onto your knees. Swing your feet out in front of you, please. And as you come onto your bum, set in your sit bones. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hinge, reach for your feet, ankles, or shins. And straight leg forward, fold. And slide the heart to your toes. And draw your belly in. And then we'll see if we can get a little deeper in the fold, forehead to the knees. Inhale lifts you halfway. And as you exhale, release the feet. Take your left hand behind you. Flex your ankles. Take your right hand outside your left thigh. So we're sitting up tall first, always. And then exhale, twist. And then inhale, come back to center. Switch. Right hand behind. And left hand outside your right thigh. Push the back of the heart forward. Shoulders down. And exhale, twist. Great. Inhale, come back to center and find yourself in a cross-legged seat. So you could face the top of your mat. I'm simply going to turn to face you. And start with your fingertips, okay, out wide on your mat. Set your bum, one shin crossed in front of the other. There should be a lightness and beyond a lightness in this seat, right? We couldn't have imagined and having and felt it before. We've done everything that we did here today. Once you get your bum set, back of your hands on your inner knees, palms face up. And let the arms settle, elbows by your sides, let your shoulders settle into the socket, close the eyes. I don't think it's being picked up on the microphone, but I'm getting all these beautiful sounds of the birds chirping, whistling. And whatever you're hearing, whatever you're receiving. And allow yourself to connect to the accomplishment, and having developed all of this. And from your attachments and through in your acknowledgement of your attachments, your feeling of your attachments, into a place in where you are less attached physically, mentally, emotionally now than you were when we started. I hope everybody continues to take care of themselves. And make sure you're getting enough rest. Sleep is very important. Make sure you're hydrating. And I'll be with you tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we've got some practice to do, so let's keep flowing every day. Your energy is so powerful, encouraging, and motivating. So let's keep it going, everybody. Have a beautiful day today, and thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.